welcome back to my channel. So it is currently 31, a big whopping 31 degrees here in London right now. We are having a heat wave. It's been a heat wave for the last few weeks, which is incredible. I am loving it. I know some people are like, it's so hot, but you know what? Embrace it. So yeah, I hope everyone is having the best summer. However, with the heat comes makeup issues. The last few weeks I have been trying to figure out what is going to make my makeup last the longest, make sure it is sweat proof, it doesn't feel heavy on my skin, because you know when you're in the heat, you don't want to feel like you've got tons of makeup on your face and you just feel like, oh, I just want to get it off and feel clean, you know? This is makeup that is full coverage because still want the coverage. Doesn't feel too heavy on the skin, but is also going to last, which is the most important thing. So if you want to see my sweat-proof heat wave foundation routine, then keep on watching. Wow, it has been a hot minute since I've sat here and filmed a tutorial. So if I'm a little bit rusty and I'm not quite sure what I'm doing, then yeah, it's been about a month since I did this. So I'm feeling a little bit out of touch, but I'm actually very, very excited to be sat here back into my normal routine, chatting to you guys. So we're gonna start. Please don't watch the scars. I have been picking my face, but let's jump straight in with the first product, which is primer. It is the Angel Veil by NYX. You basically want to use anything that is going to be oil free, anything that's gonna soak up any oil, and just ensure that you are matte from the beginning, from the get-go. And I really, really love this primer. I think I've used way too much. Not I think, I have used way too much. Next up, I'm gonna take my Kevyn AUcoin Sensual Skin Enhancer. I don't care whether it is raining, snowing, hot outside, the leaves are falling, I really couldn't care less what the weather is. This is going on. Someone said that they wanna see what my makeup looks like without this. To be honest, I feel like I still can get good makeup without this, but this is just my safety blanket. You know when you just got that one product you just love so much and you feel like, no, I don't want to do my makeup without it. It's not that I couldn't, I don't want to. So I will always put this on. I just feel like it does the job so much quicker than putting on loads of foundation, doing a color corrector and then another concealer. I mean, there are other concealers, but I just love this one so much. So I've just applied this on any areas which I have discoloration, which is around my mouth, where my scars are. We are gonna put on foundation, so, you know, it doesn't need to be super heavy. Right, now onto foundation. I actually carefully selected this one. I was looking at all of my foundations and I really had to think about what is full coverage, doesn't feel mega heavy on the skin, it's nice and light, but it's going to stay put and keep you mattified. The one foundation that really, really stood out to me and I know works, it's this one right here, and it's the Marc Jacobs Remarcable Full Coverage Foundation. I have this in the shade 52 Honey Light. Now normally you will see me apply my foundation with a brush, but I'm going to use a damp beauty blender sponge today just because this foundation is very mattifying, it is quite full coverage and I want to have a little bit more control. So that's why I'm going to apply it using one of these guys. This foundation just looks flawless. It honestly goes such a long way. Like honestly, this is one of the most like matte foundations I have ever seen, owned, tried. I can't think of anything matter than this. And the reason I wanted to go like super matte for a sweat-proof makeup is because your natural oils are going to come through. You know, your sweat is going to come through. So it's better, in my opinion, to start off with a very matte foundation so that eventually over time and over the day you'll get like a bit more of a balanced look. When I say balanced, more skin light, a little bit more radiance will come through, a little bit more dewiness. So now I've got a nice light layer on and you know, it looks good, it's super matte. I'm actually gonna go in with one more coat of this foundation just to ensure that everything is locked in, because when it comes to your makeup lasting long, you really wanna make sure you've layered it. And this is gonna give you a super flawless looking base. If you have super oily skin, I would highly recommend it. And if you like your full coverage, again, I would highly recommend it. I feel like if you don't like full coverage and you still wanted a matte foundation, you can still give this a go. Just apply less, mix it in with a moisturizer. You can sheer it down. It's a very versatile foundation. Next up, I'm gonna conceal and contour, and I'm gonna take my Fenty Beauty Matchstix contour stick, and this is in the shade Truffle. And the reason I like to use this is because it's matte, therefore we are not adding any kind of, like, to the base makeup, we're not adding dewy products, shine, or anything like that. Those are gonna come in with highlighters and other things. So this is just gonna go in all of the usual places, in the hollows of my cheeks, my temples, very slightly, and that's because I am slightly tan at the moment and I just want everything to look more uniform, and then also just on my nose. And then for concealer, I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Concealer. Again, another nice long wearing product. It's brightening. I'm gonna pop this on under my eyes, and I'm gonna even mix it in a little bit with this NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. So yeah, let me just get this on first in all of the usual places, and then I'm gonna go ahead and blend out all of the concealed areas first, just pouncing this all over, and you can see it blends out super easily. And because this concealer is really nice and like long wearing, it's actually got like a matte finish to it, so you don't need too much powder because it's not really going to crease as much. Then I'm just going to use the other side of the sponge, and I'm just again going to pounce this in. Okay, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use my brush. And this brush I'm using, I get so many questions, it's the Morphe M436. It's just a small duo fiber brush, and it is perfect for blending out the contour without making it really messy, just because it's a really nice small size. You definitely have control of where you're blending it because the brush is nice and small. Okay, so now that's on and kind of all blended out, I've assessed it, and I definitely want to go in with a little bit of the NARS concealer, just for a touch more coverage, just under the eyes. And this is in the shade Ginger, and I'm just applying this right over the top. And again, it's a nice matte product. I'm going to set the concealed areas in place. I feel like that NARS concealer's made their under eye area just look so smooth and flawless. But yeah, I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. This is the shit if you want to keep your oils at bay, really. First of all, make sure we got absolutely zero creasing under the eyes, and then I'm going to just pat this powder on and also just take it up the sides of the nose. And I'm just going to take this in all of the usual areas. I'm not going to bake really around my face just because this foundation is very matte. There's a very fine line, you know, it's very easy to over powder on a super matte foundation and then start looking cakey. So it's better to just go a little bit lighter and, you know, work the powder in. And then I'm just gonna dust this all off, so I don't want it sitting on the skin for too long. Okay, moving on to a face setting powder. I want to make sure everything is nicely locked into place. I'm gonna do that with my EX1 Pure Crushed Minerals Powder Foundation. It's a really light, you could wear this on your own if you want to, but I really like to very lightly apply this all over my face, just to give it an extra flawless finish, and obviously just to set everything in place with kind of like a colored powder. And now I would say our base is fully on. We look completely matte, which is lovely. And now we can go in and add a little bit more structure to the face, warmth, color, radiance, and all of that. So I'm going to apply bronzer first, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder bronzer in the shade Saddle, and this is what it looks like. It's really beautiful. These are so heavily pigmented. This shade is actually kind of a bit like a bronzer and a contour shade, and I'm just going to apply this over where we've already contoured, and you can see like I literally haven't applied much, and bam, like look at the difference between this side and this side. So you really don't need that much. I'm just gonna work this right over the top, and then just also on the temples. Guys, I uploaded my first ever fitness vlog and video as my last upload on Sunday. I will link it for you now if you haven't seen it already. I was very nervous to upload that, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I never really share that kind of stuff. I'm new to fitness. I've really been trying to motivate myself, get into it, but the comments have been amazing. The feedback's been so good. So I'm really glad you found it like helpful and you really liked it. So I'll definitely be doing more. Now for the fun part, we're gonna come alive and we're gonna apply some highlighter. So I've got my Fenty Beauty Kilowatt in the shade Mean Money and Hustla Baby, but I only really use the Hustla Baby side, which is this one right here. This is one of my favorite highlighters, and I'm just going to apply this onto the top of the cheekbones. So good for like a good day-to-day highlighter or one that you want to build up for the evening. So I'm just going to take this also around my face in all of the usual spots. Guys, I've lost like my creative flow recently, which is why I think the videos have massively slowed down a little bit, just because I don't want to put up videos for the sake of having another video up. I hope you can see and tell from all of my videos that everything I upload is something that I love, or something that I'm passionate about, or something that I really, you know, I'm excited about and want to show you. You know, look, fitness, vlog, da 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 da. Like, it's all stuff that I love. So if you have any video ideas, anything, any looks in particular you want to see for whatever occasion, product review videos, like whatever, like leave it down below. And even fashion, you know, I need to just find my balls and basically get on with doing fashion videos, because, you know, I'm getting fit now, my body is getting there, and so maybe now's the time to start like trying to build my confidence and finally do proper fashion videos. Let me know if you want to see those. I do upload fashion pictures on Instagram, so make sure you follow me on Instagram at @MUA. Bam bam bam. I feel like highlighter just brings you alive, like massively. I am actually going to spritz my face with a like a mist, a facial mist, and I've got the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 replenishing spray. Normally I would use Fix Plus, but I don't have any right now. So yeah, this will do. This is definitely going to do the job. So maybe I won't talk so my makeup doesn't crease. This is how we add like dewiness or radiance back into the skin. And then moving on to blusher, I'm going to use a classic. I used this, I swear, 5 years ago on my channel. It is back, people. They brought out other products like actually let me show you what it is. It's the NARS Orgasm blusher. It's been repackaged. It's actually got its own little line. We've got the NARS Orgasm Illuminating Powder, which is a loose powder, and they also have a NARS Orgasm lipstick, which is super cute as well. I'm just gonna get this on the apples on my cheeks really, really lightly. And because this is a nice like illuminating blusher, it's got like little flecks of teeny little flecks of like gold. It's just gonna really complement the skin, make you look more glowy. So you can see like the makeup won't look like major matte anymore, because we've added powders that are going to bring radiance and like a nice natural finish to the skin. And I'm mainly applying it on the apples of my cheeks because I want it to kind of give you like a natural flushed look. Okay guys, so I just quickly did the rest of my makeup. I put some eye makeup on and a lip, and I did film Insta videos for it. So yeah, if you want to see what I got on my eyes and my lips, then make sure you follow me on Instagram and you can see it there. But this is basically the foundation routine and like the perfect full coverage but not heavy base that is going to last in the heat. It is sweatproof. I have actually had this makeup on for a few hours now because I put my base on, I went and had my lunch, I came back, I was filming the rest of everything else. It is still very much intact, and I'm not gonna lie, it is hot today. So it's currently 31 degrees right now. As you can see, I am just going to one thing, spritz it with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And now there is definitely not a chance in heaven that your makeup is going to budge. So guys, that's basically it. This is the finished makeup look. I hope you took something away from this video. I hope you found it useful. But for now guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more. I'm uploading twice a week as usual, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye.